Hey, it's me, Kristen, and if you like pizza and you like pasta, then you're going to want to stick around and watch this video for a great dinner idea. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing is the pasta in this video, and I'm using cheese tortellini, and I'm going to boil this first to the package directions. Doesn't take long to boil. I'm using frozen. You could use fresh if you want. Just whatever you want to use. But anyway, boil it to the package directions. Here we are, and then we drain it when they're done and they're floating and they're ready to go. So drain them and then set them aside, and we'll move on to the rest of the meats, the dish. Okay. So I'm gonna half this recipe, by the way. So I'm just gonna use 1 pound of Italian sausage. The recipe calls for like ground beef and half a pound of Italian sausage, but I'm going to go a little lighter on the meats. So I'm just browning the Italian sausage till it's all nice and done. And then I'm going to put it to drain on some paper towels in a dish. Set that aside. And then this part isn't in the recipe, of course, but I like to brown up and crisp up a little bit the pepperoni. This is a meat lover's version of a pizza, by the way, but in pasta form. So the meats I'm choosing to use is Italian sausage. I'm going to use pepperoni and salami, but you could use whatever meats you want. You don't have to stick to this exactly, but I'm just going to crisp these up until they're nice and crispy. And this is quite a smoky job, by the way. I don't know if you do this at your home often, but it's a lot of oil that comes off these, and it kind of smokes in the pan, but it's worth it. And then I also did the same thing with the salami too. I didn't show you, but so now we're assembling the casserole. Okay. Also preheat your oven to 350. In the beginning of this, please. And then, so in a bowl, I'm going to toss in all the meats. This is the salami. And then I'm using 14 ounces, 1 jar of pizza sauce. This recipe calls for like a 9x13 size, but I'm going to use a 9x9 because, as I said, I'm going to scale this recipe down a little bit. And I should have added just a little bit, like one more little can of tomato sauce, like an 8-ounce can, because it was a tiny bit dry. But anyway, it was still good. And then I'm going to add in some shredded Parmesan. I added some extra cheese and like seasonings and stuff. So I always like to modify recipes and kind of make them my own and make them a little bit more to my family's preference. This recipe also, it could really be varied and made to whatever you want. Like you could do, instead of doing a meat lover's pizza, you could do like a can or a jar of Alfredo sauce and do like a chicken artichoke with pesto. Or, I mean, there's just so many different variants you could do with this recipe. But anyway, back to the show here. So I have the tortellini that was boiled and set aside. So I'm just mixing it all together before I put it into the pan. The recipe said to like put some of the meat sauce down and then the tortellinis, and then you dump the rest of the meat sauce on top. But, you know, I thought, let's just mix it all together. I don't really see a point in doing that. You want the sauce on all of it, right? You want it to evenly coat all the tortellini and everything. So just mix it all together, okay? I'll link this recipe for you in the description box, by the way. So then, like, a 1.5 cups or so of mozzarella cheese. Put in how much you like. And then I'm adding in some extra garlic powder. That wasn't in the directions, but it's okay. And some Italian seasoning. Got to have that in pizza, I think. Very important part. And then I'm going to get my little spatula and just mix it all around. And perfect. Looks good. See, as you can see, it just needs a little bit more sauce. Everybody agreed. This was really a great dinner though. Everybody liked it. I will make this again. But as I said, you know, you could really make this your own. You could do a Hawaiian instead of the pepperoni and all that. Just do pineapple, Canadian bacon, and there you go. You know, there's a variant. And mozzarella cheese, that would be really good too. I think maybe I would want to do that one. Anyway, then this goes in the oven just to heat everything through again and to melt the cheese. I'm going to add a little bit more cheese on top here. And there we go. Add a little bit more cheese on top. And then garnish it with just a little bit more of that pepperoni. And then on the side here, I didn't show you, but I also made some cheesy garlic bread to go with it as a side. You could do a side salad if you wanted to really, really make this a complete meal, but since I knew I'd probably be the only one eating a salad, I just didn't go through the trouble of making one, but that would be good, you know, salad on the side. That'd be good. So anyway, in the oven, there's my garlic bread right there, my cheesy garlic bread. I'd say it was in there for like maybe 15 minutes or so. 15 to 20, somewhere in there. But anyway, cheese bread comes out. And now the meat lovers tortellini, excuse me. Anyway, good weeknight dinner. Didn't take too long to make it all. Was really easy. The recipe's really easy. If you love pizza and you love pasta, make this dinner. Your family will enjoy it, I'm sure. And this was just the right amount for the 4 of us. I didn't have any leftovers. That was what I was going for. And all of us had plenty to eat with this dinner. So yeah, it's really, really great. Really wonderful. Another weeknight dinner, right? I don't know about you, but geez. Meal planning. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back. I know. Anyway, see you in the next one and have a great week.